insane? This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll. Welcome to DBL. I'm Sam here with Al, Erica, and Tori, and today we're going to look back at some of the stories that got us talking, sometimes debating, right?
Yes.
Like our discussion about toxic workplaces after Meghan McCain and actress Ruby Rose said that was the reason they had to leave their respective shows. Take a listen.
Like, there is something to be said about human energy. And when you have somebody that's a black hole, you're all about that, man.
Yeah.
Negative energy is a real thing. And in a workplace.
But that's a trope for women who want to get their way sometimes, and I don't want to conflate.
You're right.
When you say bad energy, sometimes that's a woman who really just wants something and wants it done, and that's called mean or controlling or bad energy. And I just want to make that clear, because that's been a long sexist trope for a long time. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I got
you make a good point, but we have this energy here, and I don't mean to keep saying that or blow smoke.
Yeah,
to
we
people.
do.
It's true.
We're with
if
each other
I
all
went
the
to the
time.
View, I would be their weakest link, right? I wouldn't fit in with that group, I'm assuming, right? You're only as strong as your weakest link, and that's not on the table. That's behind the camera. That's the guys in the camera room. We have a great chemistry and crew here, and when you don't have that, it brings the team down. And that's from the people who write to us sitting up here. I have such an appreciation for everybody. Henry Winkler now is like my new idol because of how long he's been in the business and how inspired and how interactive he is and grateful he is for everything, because you have to be like that. And the minute you lose that, the minute you're showing up and you're like, this is a job, that's the minute
because it's contagious.
Right.
Energy is contagious, whether it's negative or positive, and we've all experienced that to some degree.
The bad thing about energy, Sam, I know we got to move, but it's not illegal to have bad energy. Like, it's not against the employee handbook.
Sometimes you just don't fit in.
And so it is difficult to fire somebody for saying they're kind of just bumming everybody out every day. There's no legal way to write that, but we all have worked with people like that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stop it, Jeff.
No.
Not Tori at all.
Thank you.
So we didn't get to hear from you, Erica. Where do you fall here?
You know, I think energy is very important. I'm very energy sensitive, but we also have to acknowledge that energy is subjective. So if in the case of Meghan McCain specifically, she was contrarian on her show. So it's like I think you have to be careful, I think, when you brought up the female perspective, because if you have people who are completely like-minded in solidarity for whatever reason, and you have someone who's willing to take a different stance, then all of a sudden they have bad energy. Maybe we also have to be open to the idea that everyone doesn't have to agree about everything.
That's a really beautiful point. And I just want to say,
Very mature, right?
It's so mature. Yeah. And it's also, just don't fall into the trap, especially again with the females, of saying, oh, she's so shrill, things like that, or tropes that have been used over and over again. Think about where that basis is and if it has a sexist beginning. Right. Hey, it's me. Don't mess with Adele. Smooth. That's the message Jeff and Erica had for the haters who criticized her divorce album. Watch.
People don't like Mother Teresa. Do you understand? We're split as a country.
Right.
She's expressing her feelings as a person and what she went through. If you don't like it, don't listen to it.
Right.
Okay, fair. Do you
Fair? That's the only answer.
I completely agree.
If you don't like the show, shut it off. Don't write me and my boss, you maniacs.
It's really kind of like it's a trend thing, because when you were talking about how celebrities used to be so private, you didn't know anything about. Now we have so much transparency and people are like, it's too much. It's too much. But the truth is, especially in a situation like this where Adele's testimony teaching, and she's testimony teaching to a following that is very much about her story, because her story is reflecting their story.
Totally.
And so I think anytime anyone is this vulnerable and transparent about their story, thank them, because that is a gift. And it's not a gift for everyone. Your story is not for everyone. But there's this thing that, like, when it's not for you, people are like, well, I'm going to interject because you didn't consider my feelings. It wasn't about you. It wasn't about you then. It's not about you now. It'll never be about you. But there's going to be somebody that is completely about you. Go find them.
I agree.
I mean, yes, to a point I do agree.
What do you not agree?
I was not listening. I missed that part. I wasn't. Well, you guys, I know, but you guys put me on the spot. You knew. You looked at my eye and knew I didn't have anything.
No, you straight up
You
said.
knew I was being
to
unprofessional.
To a point, I can agree. And then, but
That begs the question.
exactly, what is the
are you
point?
saying?
There's
So
a lot
that's
of
your
things.
go-to when you don't listen. You say, "I agree to a point." That's
Yes,
your
I've been in
go-to?
many relationships.
That's your go-to.
That's what you do. That's what you do. It works every time.
Coming up on DBL, the smash hit "My Girl" went platinum, and it's all thanks to this guy. We're talking to the founder of The Temptations, Otis Williams, and you have to see our interview with Star Trek legend William Shatner. It went completely off the rails, putting it kindly.
Listen, this past couple of years has been so crazy. Let's express gratitude for this year and all of the amazing gifts that are coming in 2022.
This year, let's try and put aside all of our differences and just be together and really be present in the moment.
From the Showman's Happy Holidays.
From me and my family, we truly want to thank you over the years how much support you've given me and our whole team.
I know the holiday season can be difficult for some, and I just want to let you all know that you're not alone, and I'm wishing you a holiday season full of love and light.
From all of us here at Daily Blast Live,
We want to wish you
Happy holidays
Happy holidays.
and a healthy new year.
and my baby said happy holidays.
On December 3rd, Mariah Carey's hit single, All I Want for Christmas Is You, was certified diamond by the Recording Industry Association of America, making it the first holiday single to earn the distinction. Carey's Christmas hit usually begins making its way up the music charts around late October, according to Last.fm listenership data from the past 3 years. But does that mean that the holiday hit gets the most plays on streaming apps during the Christmas season? Verify reached out to these sources to get an answer, and drumroll please, it's true. All I Want for Christmas Is You is the most streamed holiday song according to music streaming app data from Apple Music, Amazon Music, Billboard, Pandora, and Spotify. According to Amazon Music, global streams on their app for this song are up 46% in 2021 when compared to this time last year. It's also one of the most requested holiday songs on Amazon Music via Alexa so far this year. According to Spotify data, the song tops its Christmas hits list and is the most popular song on Carey's artist profile with nearly 1 billion streams overall. It's also my all-time favorite Christmas song, and I may or may not dance around the table to it every year with my family. With your Fast Fact, I'm Ariane Till.
Welcome back to DBL. Huh? It's a Shatner impression. All right, at 90 years old, William Shatner is nowhere near slowing down. He's digging deep into life's most fascinating and unanswered questions. It's all part of his show, I Don't Understand. Earlier, we spoke with him about it in this crazy, hilarious video. Check it out.
What constitutes a lie? If I tell you I'm fine when I'm not, is that a lie? Is there a way to detect deception? I'm William Shatner, and I don't understand.
All right, you just heard a sneak peek of the legendary William Shatner in his brand new show, I Don't Understand. And we have him here live. Thank you so much for coming on DBL.
Yes,
What a pleasure. What a pleasure it is to look at all of you.
Yes.
But mostly me. I'm a beautiful man.
You're all beautiful in your way.
Thank you. Yes, we feel seen and heard by you. Okay, so William, we love the concept of your new show. You're trying to answer
Isn't
the
it
most.
wild?
It is. It's great to because we can play along with you, right? You're trying to answer the most fascinating.
Yeah, absolutely.
And timely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially because these are timely questions that pique everyone's interest.
anything I don't understand. Like, for example, how is it possible that you're 40? I don't understand.
Yes.
Brownie points for Shatner.
He did the shoulder reset.
I like it. Tell us a little bit more about the show. So for our viewers right now that have not heard
Well,
about
I mean,
it.
that's it. The idea of the show is things I don't understand.
You're talking to the right guy.
Why they don't
You're the right guy.
You're the right guy. My God, how you've changed. In that instant, you've lost your blonde hair and you've gone to a suit.
That's how I do things. That's
It's
how I do
all
it, brother.
why are you wearing a red handkerchief in your breast pocket?
It's
pink.
pink.
It's pink.
It's pink. And it goes with my
Lavender.
shirt.
William, please tell us what you're thinking, because they criticize my outfits all the time, William. So why did you ask just
I'm
that?
not. No, you don't understand. I'm not criticizing.
Oh.
I'm asking the question.
I think he's being
And you say
complimentary,
it's
and
pink.
he wants to wear that to his next event.
I
Am
don't
I right?
think so. Nope.
That's exactly right. I've never understood why how pink looks good on a man, and now I understand.
And now you understand.
Well, wait till you see Al. He's dripping in pink, and I love it. I say pink is punk.
Yeah, well, dripping, yeah.
See,
I like
now
it.
this is a good use of pink.
Thank you. I have the pink watch too.
Show him your pants.
Oh, yeah, stand up.
And the pink
Look at this.
pants.
He's going to Cape Cod to a boil, sir.
Yeah. All right. Little Heisman pose.
I don't understand that outfit.
You've never gotten up on a Thursday and put on pink pants, William?
Right. No, I'm in my underwear. Beneath this, I'm in my underwear.
That's hot.
Hey, save that for
Then
DBL
that
after
I am.
dark.
After dark. Let me ask you a question. Is there a question that you couldn't answer? Like you're like, I don't understand this, and there is no answer. Was there anything that was unanswerable?
Like this question.
Well, it's a conversation. It's a conversation with a so-called expert.
Okay.
Now, for example, I one of the first shows, and I don't know the order they're in when they broadcast them, is about lying. I don't know how I came upon that, but why do we lie? So there was an expert on lying. She had a book out, and a guy would start speaking to her about lying, lies of omission, and then it evolved
I've hurt my shoulder
into is religion a lie? And all of a sudden we're talking about loss of faith. And do you see through a lie if you lose your faith and you say, wait a minute, I'm a choir boy and something, and was the loss of faith. And now you're into the big lie. And it's no longer just lies of omission, or I didn't say that, or I did say that. It's the big lie, the big omission.
It got deep.
Why do we lie? It has all kinds of ramifications. So that's the nature of the show. You can ask a simple question, but if you follow the pathway of the conversation, it suddenly branches off, and suddenly you're on a cliff, looking over unquestionable masses. You're on the edge of a thing. It's, where do I go next with this question? And it becomes an adventure.
Well, William, I'm sitting here and I'm realizing why you are the perfect person to host this show. We live in an era where everything is, there's a ton of interview shows, there's a ton of question and answer shows, but every time an interviewer asks a question, a lot of times it seems like they have an agenda. You seem to ask questions with a genuine curiosity, which is very disarming, and I think viewers are going to love that. So I'm excited about the show, but here's a bigger question for you.
Thank you. That's a very insightful comment, in that's exactly right. I'm only asking questions of people and elements that I don't understand. I really have a genuine curiosity about. This isn't like you guys talking to people of various intelligences or interests. You know, sometimes you struggle. Got to get a word. They're boring, or I'm talking to people that I think are exciting. I'm talking, and it's not an interview per se. It's a conversation. Like, what did you do, and how did you feel, and what did you... I don't understand and would love to discover.
Well said by Captain Kirk, huh?
I know.
Right.
I can't wait. I don't understand how he's 90. You look fantastic.
Yeah.
You can watch William Shatner's new show, I Don't Understand. It's out now on portable TV. William, thank you so much. Real quickly, is this the best interview that you've ever...
He's a joy.
Hands down, best interview?
That's because they're wearing pink.
Bye, William. We'll be right back.
is the most wonderful time of the year.
DBL is back December 27th with all new episodes every day live.
That was good.
The World Health Organization estimates COVID-19 has contributed to the deaths of more than 5 million people. 1 in 6 of them were Americans. A verified viewer asked us whether more people died this year from COVID-19 than in 2020. So let's verify. Have there been more COVID-19 deaths in the U.S. in 2021 than in 2020? Our sources are the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Dr. Amesh Adalja with the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, and Jason Kinderchuk with the University of Manitoba. The CDC tracks deaths where COVID-19 was a contributing factor. In all of 2020, there were around 385,000 deaths. So far in 2021, as of December 10th, nearly 406,000 people have died due to COVID-19. So it's true, there have been more COVID-19 deaths in the U.S. in 2021 than in 2020. Researchers at Johns Hopkins found people took fewer precautions this year as pandemic fatigue set in, just as cases from more transmissible variants like Delta began rising.
Many people were still social distancing, wearing masks, being really meticulous. A lot of that has worn off.
Doctors also point out the U.S. has a lower vaccination rate than many other industrialized nations, which means the country is more susceptible to the worst effects of new variants, ultimately raising the death toll. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back to DBL. That was the Temptations' platinum hit, My Girl. And earlier we talked with none other than the baritone legend and Temptations founder himself, Mr. Otis Williams. Take a look.
How you doing?
I bow down to you all this. I'm fine. How you guys doing?
We're good. I'm sorry I sung over that.
Yeah, you should apologize for that.
Okay, I apologize, sir.
Y'all should start a group. You sound good.
Otis is too kind.
Yeah, the non-Temptations. Okay, after 60 years of making music, Otis, you're still touring, even now. So I wanted to know for you, what is it like performing now in 2021 versus back in the 60s? Is the crowd different? Talk to me.
I must say the crowd is really they're very intelligent about what's happening in show business. When we started out during the 60s, just us being on the stage, they would go crazy. But now they are more in tune. Oh, yeah, they phoning it in, so they can tell if we're faking the funk, which we don't fake the funk, We give it to them because we know they're very knowledgeable and intuitive about what's happening today.
Smart.
Well, Mr. Williams, I just want to say on behalf of myself and my colleagues, we all came to see you, Otis.
Yeah!
Okay.
You know what? I thank you for that because I asked Leon about that. He said, Otis, Leon was the guy that played David Ruffin. Mm-hmm. He said, that was an improv. He said, the scene was going so good, I just threw it in. I said, yeah, but Leon, we were at my play in New York, and it was packed. So the people were saying, Otis. And I said, hey, Leon, they came to see me now. Look, and he said, you got me.
Okay, that's right. You let them know because just to put it to context for people who are living under a rock somewhere, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis, is a classic line from Temptations and the movie, or I should say. And how did you feel about that when it went so incredibly viral?
Well, I almost met it with mixed emotions, but when you're dealing with the public and things can just really go haywire, and I looked at it as fun of it. Even now when we're on stage, I said, well, they said, ain't nobody coming to see you. And I said, yeah, but look at everybody in here now.
Exactly.
And they would applaud. So I turned it into a joke.
That's beautiful. You're the last surviving member of the original lineup. So what is it like performing next to this generation of Temptations? And do you ever have flashbacks to the old days while on stage?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the classic five will always be remembered. And the guys that's helping me carry the banner now, I adore them because they know they're stepping in the legendary shoes that was there before they came along. So they're doing a marvelous job, and I'm very happy with the guys that I have now.
All right, I have to ask this question. It's a very serious question. Which Temptations member was most popular with the ladies?
You know, I get asked that all the time.
Do you?
Well, I must say Sweet Eddie Kendricks, because he was tall, nice looking, and he had a beautiful tenor voice. And then I must say Melvin Franklin, because Melvin had that deep, profundo bass, and he was such a gregarious personality. They loved to hear Melvin talk, you know. So we kind of, David and Paul and myself, we kind of took second seats compared to those two. But nevertheless, we all got paid the same money, so it wasn't that much difference.
Hey, I'm sure there was equality all around.
That's right.
All around. Yeah.
Well, there's a musical coming out about you and the Temptations called Ain't Too Proud. So what's it like watching your life played out on stage?
You know, when I first saw it up in Berkeley, I was moved to tears. So when we did it in New York on Broadway, so as I'm sitting in the audience, so they're looking at the play, but I found them doing like this here, crane necking to see if I'm showing emotions and whatever. And I would look and I said, yeah, I'm crying too, because to see my life story being portrayed, it touched. You know, it's not all about the dancing and the choreography. There are some very serious moments in there where I started losing members and disagreements. So it's got depth, not only from the music possibilities, but from the actual life that we live.
Otis, I just have to say what a pleasure it is that you're here today. Thank you for being here, but we want to get to your new album, The Stories Otis Has. Wow, I wish I could go out to dinner with you. What is the new album called, and what makes it so special, Otis?
One is called 60. The Temptations has been around for 60 years. And the first single from that CD is written by my friend, one of the best lyricists of all time, Smokey Robinson. And the name of it, is it going to be yes or is it going to be no? Well, touching is heard. So it's very sexy.
Nice.
Especially when you say
What he said, I was like, okay, dim the lights, everyone.
Can we play out?
I gotta go. That sounds amazing. Oh my gosh.
I wish we had more time.
Yeah,
I know. What a pleasure. Otis, thank you
do too.
so much for chatting with us. And congratulations on 60 years of the Temptations. What a life well lived. And for everyone at home, you can share in the celebration by checking out their new album on temptationsofficial.com. You can even buy tickets for their musical Ain't Too Proud, The Life and Time of the Temptations. My whole family's going to go. We'll be right back. Thank you, Mr. Williams.
We came to see you, Otis. We came to see
Thank you, guys. Beautifully done. Thank you. We love you guys. Thank you very much.
Take care.
This is the most wonderful time of the year.
DBL is back December 27th with all new episodes every day live.
Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin recently claimed during a town hall meeting that gargling mouthwash, quote, has been proven to kill the coronavirus, unquote. Johnson later tweeted a link to the results of a clinical trial that concluded commercially available mouthwash can potentially reduce the viral load of SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19 in saliva. And now people are questioning whether gargling mouthwash can prevent or treat COVID-19. So let's verify. Our sources are the American Dental Association, 3 major brands that produce oral care products like mouthwash, and Dr. Jason Kindrachuk. The study referenced in Senator Johnson's tweet looked at the impact of mouthwash on viral load in saliva, but it didn't say mouthwash is a cure or preventative treatment for COVID-19. According to the American Dental Association, quote, there is currently no evidence to support that mouthwash reduces infection with or is a treatment of disease caused by the COVID-19 virus, unquote. Verify reached out to the makers of Crest, Scope, and Listerine mouthwash, and all 3 companies confirmed that no evidence currently exists that rinsing with a mouthwash prevents or treats COVID-19. Dr. Jason Kindrachuk says claims that mouthwash can prevent or kill COVID have been around since 2020, but they aren't true.
So for regular mouthwashes and rinse aids, when we heard about these suggestions very early on in 2020, none of that has borne out into fruition.
So we can verify this claim as false. There's no evidence gargling mouthwash can prevent or treat COVID-19. Through the pandemic, Johnson has been accused of spreading misinformation about the virus. In June, YouTube suspended his account for a week after the senator shared a video encouraging people to use alternative COVID-19 treatments. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till. To receive daily fast facts to your phone, text Verify to 202-410-8808. And to sign up for our newsletter, visit verifythis.com/email.
From everyone here at Daily Blast Live, we want to wish you happy holidays and a healthy new year.
From the Showman's Happy Holidays.
From me and my family, we truly want to thank you over the years how much support you've given me and our whole team. Happy holidays and a healthy new year.
Guys, let's be real. It's been a tough year, really almost a tough couple of years. Traveling has been a nightmare, protocols in place, arguments with family members, differing ideologies, worried about seeing older family members, worried about being in the same room with the people you love. This year, let's try and put aside all of our differences and just be together and really be present in the moment. Happy holidays from everybody here at Daily Blast Live.
Welcome back to DBL. We have some viewer questions. Who's up first? It looks like Tori, you're in the hot seat. Here we go, Tori.
Okay.
This question is for you from Simon. If you could invite, this is good, one celebrity over for dinner, who would it be and what would you cook for them? Oh, Tori.
Well, I think I have to do Barbra Streisand making pot roast. And when she would come over, I'd give her really good wine and maybe she'd sing a little at the end. We'd have
You'd
Lockies.
give Barbra Streisand pot roast.
You know,
that's a very Jewish member of the tribe.
That's like what you make when you just realize you're having people over for dinner.
No, I cook it for over 24 hours.
It's a panic dinner.
No, it's not.
a Barbara's coming over dinner.
I could help Tori with this. You know, I found out an interesting fact about her. She likes Annie Glass hand-blown glass. So we would have to go to Annie Glass. It's in Northern California, in Watsonville. We'd have to go to their factory and get a hand-blown glass serving tray for her. And she would be blown away, no pun intended, by your hand-blown glass
on
tray.
it. Babs, having you over to Shea Shulman.
Yep. Okay, really quickly, Al, Jackie wants to know what's your advice for traveling with kids, young kids?
Patience. Oh my goodness, patience and iPads. That's what you need.
Snacks.
Yes, you at snacks when you travel. You're good with that. I'm not that great. I'm usually.
You don't bring them snacks?
I usually panic and get them from the airport place, and it's like $50 for Skittles.
Okay, load up on them snacks. DBL's new every day. We'll see you again, same time, same place.